captain, the one and only Wild Hair 83, and Battle Maiden Wrestling Power Hour returns. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, we are fighting out of the legendary Long Beach Arena in Long Beach, California. Fans here in the Long Beach Convention and Entertainment Center may be some of our wildest fans yet. Now, before we begin our program tonight, I do want to take you back to our last telecast where we were abruptly taken off the air. Injustice and Viridiana were locked in a bloody war of attrition for the Battle Maiden Royal Empress Championship. Viridiana caught Ann with a catastrophic Mexican destroyer and secured the win to remain the Battle Maiden Royal Empress Champion. After her hand was raised, Viri felt compelled to congratulate Ann for the fight with an extend of a handshake, which Ann rejected to the dismay not only of the fans, yours truly, but also Viridiana herself. But either way, the Flying Angel is still your fighting empress of the world here at Battle Maiden Wrestling, and Aaron Justice had to take that walk of shame back to the dressing room. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told that Mickey Star has just arrived, and look, it's Mad Bride Matsumoto. Watch where you're going, sheethead. Whoa, take it easy, sister. I just got here. Get out of my way, or I'll cut you right now. I can fix that screw you got loose up here tonight, Mad Bride. Okay. See you later. I think that chick is all that stuff. Hard. Wait, is that something shiny on the ground? Looks like an engagement ring. Cool. Black Dragon Onyx motif. Hold up. Hey, Mad Bride, you dropped something. Yo, Mad Bride. Stupid bimbo. We almost had a potential skirmish right here in the parking lot between Mad Bride Matsumoto and Mickey Star. Their match is scheduled to commence later, but right now we have a one-on-one contest between Ava Marino and the assassin Brenda Castle. We have Ava Marino coming to the ring right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the Bronx, New York, Ava Marino.
Ava scored high at Gold's Gym in powerlifting. She attended Columbia University and acquired an associate's degree in business management. I have no idea why she'd want to be in fighting. But in her words, the campus is beautiful and clean compared to the rest of the dirty city. Please, these are her words, not ours. And right now, we have Brenda Castle, the assassin, making her way to the ring.
And her opponent from Vermont, the assassin, Brenda Castle.
Brenda Castle is very young. We don't want to give away her age, but possibly quite not old enough to buy alcohol. She grew up in her family dojo, which is in a decline due to her father's illness. Her father, which is the great Brian Deathtrap Castle, who received a blow to the head in his last fight that gave him brain damage. And he's supposedly to be on the up and up right now, but we wish the best for her father, Brian Castle. Brenda's hobbies include collecting heavy metal records, helping with wildlife and eco-sustaination, and kicking ass. And speaking of kicking ass, that bell starts the first contest of the night. And Brenda Castle starts the match off with a beautiful sweep to the feet of Ava Marino. Both competitors are locked up tight now. Ava walking back, Brenda Castle got her on the ropes, literally. Ava gets a clean break and hard right hand to Brenda Castle. And again, both competitors are fiercely locked up. Brenda shoves down Ava hard. We have two wrestlers here actually putting on a wrestling contest. You don't get that in most wrestling programs in this day and age. Ava Marino now throwing Brenda Castle to the corner and throwing her to the mat, showing complete dominance in this fight so far. Brenda Castle working Ava to the mat. This match has been pretty back and forth. Jawbreaker by Miss Marino, followed up with a hard three-piece combination. Ava Marino now running to the ropes. Flipping neck snap, trying to wrench back on the neck, trying to take out the durability of Brenda Castle's neck. Look like Miss Castle whipped a couple of punches there, and again goes to the arm of Ava Marino. Brenda Castle is a trained fighter. She spent her entire life in the Castle family dojo, and so she does know her way around of the human body. She knows how to dissect, knows how to take apart piece by piece. And she learned that from her father, the Death Trap, Brian Castle, legendary wrestler. There was a nice snake eyes, and there's a pin attempt by Brenda. Ava kicks out. These fans are hot here in Long Beach Convention Center, here in the Long Beach Arena. Ava Marino now getting back control of the fight. Nice shoulder block, takes down Brenda. The assassin is now being worked on, having her arm worked on by Ava Marino. Don't sell Ava Marino short. Look, now she's showing off her powerlifting techniques here. Look at it beautifully. Look at how she gracefully lifts up Brenda Castle and just throws gorilla pressure to the mat. Youch! What dominance by Miss Marino. And a jawbreaker returned by Brenda. Irish whip into the ropes. Clothesline by Ava. Ava, like she's dazed, walking up to the second rope, taunting to the crowd. Brenda Castle, oh, what a diving headbutt from Ava Marino off that second rope. Clearly hits his mark right in the jaw of Brenda Castle. Now Ava is tearing apart Brenda Castle. It looked like Ava's back buckled under the weight of Brenda Castle. It looked like she wasn't prepared to take that weight. And Cyclone Bomb delivered to Brenda Castle. Count it, ref. That could be it. No, Brenda Castle managed to barely kick out in time. That was a devastating Cyclone Bomb. Again, Ava Marino is showing off her powerlifting technique. She is not only beauty, she is not only blonde, but she is also brave. And look at Brenda Castle now, working on the arm, literally trying to work it out of the socket. Ava Marino staggers up and hard elbow to Brenda Castle's jaw. Brenda Castle manages to slip out and go straight to the knee. Ava buckles down and goes down hard. Brenda goes for the cover. 1, 2. No. Just barely. Ava, this contest has been tight so far. It's been all wrestling, but we have two legitimate wrestlers here, qualified collegiate athletes here in the ring tonight. And Brenda Castle, like she was shaking out the cobwebs before she was playing her next assault on Ava Marino's arm. Look at this capacity crowd here in the Long Beach Arena. Brenda Castle now, looks like she is fired up. She is ready to put this one away. Oh, look at that! It's a beautiful pinning combination. I haven't seen nothing like that in a while. It just goes to show Brenda Castle is an expert in several different martial arts, but she definitely knows how to wrestle. And Ava Marino with a chop block gets up. Brenda Castle managed to kick off Ava. Ava with an arm wrench to Brenda to the ground. Yikes! I don't see how both of these women have arms, how their appendages aren't laying on the mat from being yanked on, from being literally pulled apart. And a headbutt to the back of Brenda Castle. Ooh, that sent shockwaves up the spine of Brenda Castle. Ava Marino now is being fed, being hyped up by this crowd. This capacity crowd here at Long Beach Arena. Irish whips Brenda Castle into the big belly to belly. Whoa! Suplex by Ava just snatches Brenda Castle. She misses the stomp. Brenda Castle There's a rolling clutch victory roll. And oh my God, that was enough to secure the win for Brenda Castle in this contest. I can't believe it. The Assassin managed to sneak this win with a rolling clutch victory roll out of nowhere. Not only is Brenda Castle an expert in judo, aikido, but she is one hell of a sound wrestler. Let's watch a couple of highlights from this very competitive wrestling match here, opening up the program. That diving headbutt from Ava Reno was beautiful. She took a big risk, but that move certainly paid off. And that cyclone bomb was purely devastating. Certainly this match was very back and forth. It was either competitive ball game. Brenda Castle was just trying to find the right pinning or combination. She was trying to find the right lock, for which Miss Marino did not have the key.
Here is your winner, the Assassin, Brenda Castle.
The Assassin Brenda Castle securing herself a great victory, not only for herself, for her father and the Castle family name.
Where is it? Where? It must have slipped off. I'll die if I don't find it.
Hey, Mad Bride, you okay?
Get away, lonely man. I have shamed my betrothed for 1,000 generations. If I don't find my fiancé's engagement ring, I may never see that beautiful black onyx dragon ring smiling back at me again.
Black onyx dragon ring? Hey, that sounds like the ring that Mickey found after y'all's encounter.
That bitch has my beloved ring? Kamikaze!
Whoa. Okay, right. I don't know what I just said off there. But right now, we have a #1 contenders match for the Battle Maiden Tag Team Championships between the Queen Bees and the Dungeons and Dragons. Let's get to it right now.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring, Dungeon Master Stephanie Extreme and the Dragon Girl.
Can't believe that it's been over a month since the Dungeons and Dragons have been a team, and it still baffles me still to this day. But I must say that the Dragon Girl and Stephanie Extreme have definitely pulled it off. They've definitely had some chemistry as they await their opponents. When you're talking about good chemistry, you don't get no better than the two sisters who call themselves the best, literally and figuratively. One day, our announcers are going to figure out how to say our competitor's name. But anyway, right now we have the Queen Bees coming to the ring. They have the opportunity to reclaim their tag team gold that they lost over at Battle Maiden Japan to the Sweet and Sexy Express. They have the opportunity to reclaim that title tonight if they can secure the victory here against the Dungeons and Dragons, which is going to be a tall order. Stephanie Extreme and Queen Bee Latrice looking to start this contest. There's the bell. And there's Stephanie Extreme starting with a nice low tide sweep. Throwing out a backbreaker on Queen Bee Latrice. Stephanie Extreme starting this match off already in control. keeping the Queen Bee on the ground, trying to clip her wings. The Dragon Girl's in the ring now, going straight to the Queen Bee Latrice, trying to out-wrestle her, trying to out-wrestle the bigger competitor. And nice moonsault off the second rope, wasting no time with the theatrics and the fancy stuff, impressing this capacity crowd, this impressive crowd here in Long Beach Arena. Nice Snapdragon's neck snap. Dragon Girl Irish whips Queen Bee Latrice into her own corner, tags in her partner Stephanie Extreme. Stephanie Extreme goes to the top rope. Dragon Girl throws the Stephanie Extreme into the Queen Bee Latrice like a lawn dart. Stephanie Extreme now with a nice combination into a leg bar. Queen Bee Latrice manages to fight off the assault. Stephanie Extreme decides to tag back in the Dragon Girl. Dragon Girl now getting thrown like a lawn dart right into Queen Bee Latrice. I got to say, so far, the Dungeons & Dragons have been pretty dominant as the Dragon Girl pulls off that nice moonsault and not even a 2 count off that attack right there. Dragon Girl misses that drop kick and Queen Bee Latrice answers back one of her own. Queen Bee Latrice manages to get out. That was a wise maneuver. And whoa, what a moonsault by Queen Bee Shayna, going straight to the top there, going straight for the cover. Stephanie Extreme with the save. The Dungeon Master with a keen eye on Queen Bee Shayna here, not gonna let nothing slip by. And Queen Bee Shayna throws the Dragon Girl right back in her own corner, tags in her partner, her sister. Nice tomahawk onto the arm there. Queen Bee Latrice got the Dragon Girl by the hair, throws her into the turnbuckle, goes over into the corner. Look at the fancy flipping, fancy dipping, and no, it was parried by the Dragon Girl. Queen Bee Latrice didn't like that her fancy show was being put to an abrupt end there. And now Queen Bee Shayna is helping her sister out. Nice tag team maneuver. That actually won them their fight against their last contest together. The Dungeons & Dragons might want to be very careful at this moment forward, as Queen Bee Shayna seems to have an answer for the Dragon Girl. Powerbomb! Sit down style. Queen Bee Shayna, best, in control of the fight again. Tags in her sister. Queen Bee Latrice said she wanted to get back in on some of this action. And another tomahawk off that second rope onto the Dragon Girl. The Dragon Girl then scoops on onto the mat, and there's a cover. Only a 1 count. All the competitors seem to be in full stamina, full capacity right here. Full charge. And whoa! Big elbow by Queen Bee Latrice planted right into the sternum of the Dragon Girl. And look at this! Queen Bee Latrice is getting rated R here with those headbutts on the Dragon Girl. Oh man, getting quite risque. And now, look at her asserting dominance. Whoa! She was going to try to knock the Dragon Girl out of the ring. The Dragon Girl, she whiffs that flying body splash, but she did with that drop kick, textbook style. Rolling Dragon Thunder. It was countered by the knees of Queen Bee Latrice, and there's a bad shoulder block, mowing down the Dragon Girl. The big Queen Bee throws the Dragon Girl to the corner. Big elbow counter by the Dragon Girl. Queen Bee Latrice picks up the Dragon Girl and presses her like she's just a couple of pounds over her head. That was a nice gorilla press slam by Queen Bee Latrice. Queen Bee Latrice with a nice butterfly backbreaker. It looked like she was going to go for her patented maneuver. It looked like she may go for it here. No! She's teasing us like she's going to go for the Honey River Plunge. This could be it. No! Look at that. 3 butterfly 5 backbreakers in a row, teasing us with her finisher, her patented maneuver, that Honey River plunge. She's dragging the Dragon Girl into the middle of the ring, going for the cover now. Looked like, no. We thought she was going for the cover, and she picks her up. Whoa, I don't even know what to call that. That was an unorthodox slam there with authority by the Queen Bee Latrice, and no! I was going to say that was going to secure the win for the Queen Bees, but no, the Dragon Girl kicks out, and Queen Bee Latrice tags in her sister, who goes immediately to the top rope, looking to do some flying here. Flying elbow drop by Queen Bee Shayna. It looked like that kind of hurt her there. Like she's favoring her midsection, but it looked like it was worth it. It looked like it certainly paid off in the damage department that it delivered to the Dragon Girl. And Queen Bee Shayna tags in her sister. Queen Bee elimination by the Queen Bees. That is it right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the fight. No! The Dragon Girl. Show her some tenacity. Show her some high-grade stamina. Show her she still has some pretty high-grade battery life left. And she kicked a Dragon Screw by the Dragon Girl. Tags in her partner, Stephanie Extreme, who like she is hulking up, calling out to the Queen Bees, saying, you want some of this? Whoa! Throwing every bit of her assets right into her opponent. Stephanie Extreme going to the top rope, going to the middle rope. Queen Bee Latrice making her way to a vertical base. Dang, with a hard right punch from the Dungeon Master. The Dungeon Master has that Irish whip reversed by the Latrice. Latrice wraps that arm up into the ropes like a pretzel, trying to take away the circulation. Hard right hand counter by the Dungeon Master. Big belly-to-belly suplex by Stephanie Extreme. Stephanie Extreme was on the outside. She saw the Queen Bee Latrice ripping her way to her opponent, trying to get over there and get a tag, but she said no way, and she goes straight to that arm. Nice attack. That was nice ring presence by Stephanie, who tags in the Dragon Girl. Nice moonsault off the second rope. I've seen some fancy theatrics here in this match here. Both of these teams are right there trying to compete. They're trying to compete for a high score with some of these moves tonight. And the Dragon Girl with a nice sunset flip off the second rope. I'm surprised that she didn't go for the pin. If I was her, my coaching to her would be, oh, a rolling stunner by the Stephanie Extreme. That was out of nowhere. Did you see it? She rolled at the speed of light, almost like Sonic the Hedgehog with that stunner. And textbook drop kick by Queen Bee Shayna. But yes, if I was the Dragon Girl, I would be mind-blowing to go for the pin attempt next time. And now, Stephanie Extreme with a big clothesline to Queen Bee Shayna on the outside. I don't like that look in the eyes of the Dungeon Master. Wait a minute. Oh my God, suicide dive by Stephanie on the outside. And now she's got Queen Bee Shayna wrapped up in an armbar. The fans are getting hyped up here in the Long Beach Arena over this high-quality women's wrestling action. Stephanie Extreme in complete control of this fight right now. Her and her partner, the Dragon Girl. These California fans are really excited, and you can't blame them because this has been one hell of a match here so far. It looked like the Dungeon Master has just hit a flatliner, devastating maneuver, if I may say so myself. Nice! Queen Bee Latrice breaks up the pin, and that looked like that angered the Dungeon Master, who sets up the Burning Hammer out of nowhere! We have both Queen Bees laid out right in the middle of the ring right now. If I were the Dungeon Master, I would go for the cover, I would go for the count. It looked like Queen Bee Latrice is seeing little bees, little birdies and bees even. Oh. The Stephanie counters that maneuver by Queen Bee Shayna, throws her into the corner, tags in her partner, the Dragon Girl. The Dragon Girl gets on the top rope, diamond cutter by Step Extreme, and Swanton Bomb by the Dragon Girl. Full Nelson slap. Oh my God! It's the honeycomb lock. It was the honeycomb lock. That would have been the end of the match right there, I'm sure, if it were not for the Dragon Girl. Looking out for a tag team partner, double arm DDT. Everyone in this match is laid out. Right now, I can't believe this action right here. Every single competitor is laid out. Look at that rolling thunder, rolling dragon thunder, and it looks like Green Blue the Tree slip. Oh my God! The Dungeons and Dragons win the match. The Dragon Girl wins the match with the rolling dragon thunder. What an incredible display! All competitors were laid out. All of them were completely given out of gas. They were completely on empty. And the Dragon Girl managed to pull through for her partner. That woman right there. That maniacal woman, the Dungeon Master right there. These two, the Dungeons and Dragons, will get a title match, a tag team title match, Battle Maiden Scar Wars, this upcoming weekend, which I want to talk about right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this match, this event right here is going to be the first Battle Maiden Wrestling pay-per-view. Grudge matches are going to bloom throughout the entire card. Every single title is going to be on the line, and there's certainly going to be a couple of surprises for sure. And now, in speaking of grudge matches, we have one for you right now. Mad Bride Matsumoto is going to take on Mickey Star, the mechanic. And I don't know anything about the situation with this ring.
Niigata, Japan, Matsumoto.
I don't know what's going on with the situation with this ring, with Mad Bride Matsumoto, but if Mickey Star if she is in possession of that ring, then I got to fear for her safety. I got to fear for the safety of the mechanic here, because I know that wrestling is one thing, but her love for her fiancé, Mad Bride, would kill, and she would spill blood. So I would hope, for the sake that Mickey Star knows what she's doing here tonight.
Making her way to the ring from Battle Creek, Michigan, the mechanic, Mickey Starman.
Mad Bride Matsumoto looks like she's really pissed. I'm telling you, I don't think that this is going to be a wrestling match at all. This is going to be an Extreme Rules match, but I don't think this... Oh! And look! Mad Bride Matsumoto is starting to fight off already! Not even letting Mickey Star get into the ring! And already putting those heels, those stilettos, to the side of the head of Mickey Star already. Mickey Star is already at a disadvantage after taking those stiletto heels, several of those stiletto heels to the face. And look, there's several more! Oh my God! Mad Bride Matsumoto is literally stabbing her in the face with her heels like a pincushion. And there's a Russian leg sweep by Mad Bride Matsumoto. Mad Bride, if Mickey Star is in possession of that engagement ring, then I fear for her life, because Mad Bride Matsumoto is certainly going to try to kill her tonight. And Mickey Star is trying to end this fight early. Nope. Not even a one count. Mad Bride counters that and successfully, and Mickey Star is back on the offensive with a back suplex. The mechanic, tope off the top rope. One of her classic signature moves that she's been doing for the past 20-some years. Mickey Star now taunting Mad Bride. I would certainly not be doing that, because Mad Bride, it looks like she's just got the fighting eyes. And another kick, again from those stiletto heels, sharp on into the gut of Mickey Star, just poking her. I've got to say, those got to be kind of equivalent to gunshots with the force of those kicks. And nice counter by Mickey Star. That hard right hand from Mad Bride. And nice back suplex again. Mickey Star taunting Mad Bride. Again, I've got to recommend against this because Mad Bride is certainly not the one that you want to toy around with here. If I were Mickey Star, I would concentrate on this fight and just certainly try to get away with my life, let alone the win. It's like Mickey Star went for a trash can and Mad Bride Matsumoto with a couple of kicks again. Like, dude, Mad Bride, this is not a wrestling match. This is not a wrestling contest. I don't think this isn't even a sanctioned fight. This is a brawl. That backbreaker into the knee drop off the top rope by Mad Bride Matsumoto could have ended this fight if it wasn't for that jawbreaker. Mad Bride with a counter and Mickey Star with a counter. This has been a counter fest. Mickey Star wisely going to the outside of the ring, trying to regroup, trying to get her next item, which she's decided to just go to say fuck it and go for the trash can, which she throws into the ring and it hit Mad Bride right in the head. Nice snapmare takedown into the drop kick by the mechanic, who grabs that trash can and puts it into play, throws it into the Mad Bride, who goes for a nice low drop kick. Picks up the mechanic. Oh my God! Did you see that kick? That was almost in the eye of Mickey Star. That could have put her eye out. Somebody need to get a doctor in there and check Mickey Star and make sure her eye is okay. That heel, like, it could have blinded her. Nice clothesline by Mad Bride Matsumoto. Goes up to the top rope. Oh my God! Double heel stomp. With those heels, that could seriously puncture, lacerate the guts. And oh my gosh, he throws that trash can right into the face of Mickey Star. Nobody was home for that double X handle. Mickey Star now started on those ropes, and out goes Mad Bride Matsumoto. Mickey Star might have just saved her own life, as Mad Bride Matsumoto looks like she is laid out flat, laid out cold on the outside the ring right now. Mickey Star is wisely waiting for her opponent to get back in the ring. Mad Bride Matsumoto jaw-jacking with some of the fans, daring Mickey Star to come out there. And now, like, Mad Bride is going to the top, to the apron. Nice tomahawk off the top of the apron. Mad Bride Matsumoto. Nice manhandle slam by Mad Bride on the outside. And Mad Bride is just letting it all loose on Mickey Star. Did you hear her? She's like, where's my ring? Where's my ring? Oh no. What's Mad Bride doing? Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen, that was a beautiful swan diving moonsault off the top. Look at that. That was a beautiful black swan moonsault off the top. Look. Again, we got to bring you that replay again. That was a beautiful moonsault. One of the most beautiful moonsaults in the business by Mad Bride Matsumoto right there on Mickey Star. That could be in the fight right there. And these crazy battle maniacs here in Long Beach Arena are calling for tables, and Mad Bride Matsumoto laughs him off and blows out a ladder instead. And I don't like the look of this. Dude, look at the skill. Look how she climbed it. Oh my God! Again, that Black Swan moonsault. I can't believe Mad Bride Matsumoto can climb that ladder in those heels and pull off such a beautiful moonsault. Wearing the stiletto heels, I've never seen that before in all of professional wrestling. All of women's wrestling or professional wrestling. That is one hell of a talent right there. And again, look at this moonsault, the Black Swan moonsault off the top of the ladder with such precision, like robot-like precision on Mickey Star. Mickey Star's midsection is totally caved in after that. It like there was a, look at this. Like a jet engine just fell on to the body, on the midsection of Mickey Star. The mechanic might be broken after that maneuver right there. Both competitors might be broken after that maneuver. Look at that. Beautiful. And these fans here certainly appreciate this awesome action. This certainly is awesome. Mad Bride Matsumoto has stolen the show tonight. And as she goes for an armbar, trying to submit Mickey Star. Mickey Star is not having it though. As she finds a back door, finds a counter for the armbar, and she slips out. And she throws Mad Bride back into the ring, trying to keep this match on the inside, where I must say it's a little safer. And Mad Bride Matsumoto counters the power bomb or a power driver attempt. We don't know what Mickey Star was thinking. And wow, man, Mickey Star just eats that trash can, the Mad Bride. And Mad Bride going for the Gonzo bomb, the Mad Bride bomb, no! Mickey Star manages to save her life. That Gonzo bomb, that Mad Bride bomb would have potentially won the match right there and potentially end her career. And look at that, she evades. Mad Bride evades the clothesline. And again, with that kick to the face, putting that stiletto heel right into the eye of Mickey Star. I am sure that Mickey Star is not going to have an eye after this contest. She is taking that stiletto heel twice to the eye and followed up by a diving pointed elbow off the middle rope. Dude, ladies and gentlemen, I think the doctors need to go check on Mickey Star because I seriously think that she might be blinded in that eye. I don't think she didn't kick out because she was exhausted or because she was tired. I don't think she kicked out because I think that she's literally blind in that eye. We need to get someone to go check on her. We got medical personnel checking on Mickey Star right now while we're showing you highlights from this insane, crazy Extreme Rules match that Mad Bride Matsumoto has successfully won. It looks like Mad Bride Matsumoto is demanding the ring, but Mickey Star is clutching her eye, holding her eye, and just basically saying, like, I don't have it. I don't know what is going on with this ring, but Mad Bride Matsumoto certainly won the contest here.
Winner, Matsumoto!
Okay, during the match, our crew caught up with Miss York in the back, and
Still wandering around here being denied yet another career opportunity.
I know what you do. There is no deal I want to make with you.
I could get you back into the Battle Maiden World Empress title circuit.
Wait, tell me more.
No, once you say no to Satan, the deal.
I meant to say I know we could make a deal if it's the right deal.
Then come this way, away from prying worms, and let's make a deal with the devil herself.
I don't like the implications of that, but right now it looks like the mighty Avalanche is coming to the ring.
Making her way to the ring, from Roswell, New Mexico, the mighty
Avalanche is not scheduled to be out here tonight. After losing the Battle Maiden World Empress Championship to Billy Deanna at Battle Maiden Japan, they were both assaulted by Kira the Crusher. And then since then, Avalanche and the Crusher have had some serious bad blood due to the scorching altercations they've had over the past several weeks. It seems Avalanche has been hesitant to reveal the identity of her rival to the world, but maybe we'll get some light shine on this dark subject tonight. Okay, look, I can handle losing the Battle Maiden World Empress Championship. I can handle getting knocked down that ladder, but what I cannot handle is how some people just want to pop back into my life and do the only thing they've ever done, make it hell. I've worked hard for everything I've earned here at Battle Maiden Wrestling, and if you think you're going to come here and take it away from me, then you should have stayed in Japan, because I am not the same person that I was back then. In case you didn't know, I'm talking about the so-called Crusher. I'm here to let you know that you better hold my side. Well, look who's grown with the red ovaries since our last encounter. You were always a little chicken shit without your mama. I can't believe you didn't saw her with this little gem. She was my hero. She got me in the sumo,
The only reason why I became a battle maiden. And then came along the Crusher. The Crusher consumed your mother. And she'd consume you tonight if you weren't so afraid to fight. Well, that reminds me, at Battle Maiden Scar Wars, it's gonna be the Mighty Avalanche versus Killer the Crusher. See you there, Mom.
Whoa! Did I just hear right? Does this mean that the mother of Avalanche is Killer the Crusher? We certainly don't know what's going to happen here. That's certainly going to be a match we'll have to look forward to at Scar Wars. But right now, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much happening at once right now. It looks like that we have that match to look forward to at Scar Wars. But right now, we have our main event. The Violator is going to challenge Dr. Venus for the Battle Maiden World Television Championship right here, right now. And we're going to get down to our official to start that match.
And is for the Fighting Female World Television Championship.
Coming to the ring right now is the Violator. Management made it clear after their last match that Mrs. Satan will be barred from ringside for this contest. And so what that means is that translates into if Mrs. Satan steps foot in the arena while this match is taking place, the Violator will be disqualified for the Battle Maiden World Television Championship. And so there's a 99% chance we will not see Mrs. Satan here tonight. So this should be a fair fight for once. This crowd here at Long Beach Arena sound like they have nothing but disdain for the Violator. And I don't think it bothers her not one bit. In fact, I think she bathes in their displeasure. I think she gets off on just being a malignant against mankind. Violator waiting for the champion to come to the ring. That music means that the maniacal Dr. Venus is making her way down the aisle right now. Dr. Venus reclaimed the Battle Maiden World Television Championship after she successfully defeated Hitomi Toranada almost 2 months ago, and due to an attack by Miss York, Dr. Venus was taken out of action for a couple of weeks. But since Dr. Venus has come back, she has been on a roll of title defense. Since reclaiming the Battle Maiden World Television Championship, Dr. Venus has been on a roll of title defenses, defending that Battle Maiden World Television Championship left and right against competitor after competitor, and now it looks like she's up there at the plate again to defend that title right there.
From Japan, the Violator. And her opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, the Fighting Female World Television Champion, the Surgeon, Dr. Venus.
Dr. Venus proudly wears that Battle Maiden World Television Championship over her shoulder, passes it off to the referee. The referee looks at the Violator, get one look at the prize and what's at stake here for this contest. The referee starts this match. And the Violator is starting it off in complete control as she throws Dr. Venus to the mat. Dr. Venus and the Violator locked up, making eye contact. Side headlock by the Violator. Can the Violator win this match without Mrs. Satan in her corner? Dr. Venus reverses the headlock. Now she's got the Violator on the defensive. Wrenching back on that arm of the Violator. The Violator is trying to find a back door, trying to find an escape. Nope. Thrown to the mat by the Dr. Venus. Dr. Venus slips outside. Nice dive. No one home. The Violator manages to sidestep. And now she Irish whips Dr. Venus outside the ring. She spills out right on the floor. This capacity crowd here is excited. The referee is trying to hold back the Violator. We know this is an Extreme Rules match, but the Violator is intent on rushing out there and inflict some serious pain on the Doc. Oh man, the Violator rakes back on the back with those vicious nails, trying to claw her name into the back of Dr. Venus. And now she's got her just straight manhandler, beating her right into that concrete. Dr. Venus managed to get back in control of the fight now. Oh, there's no one home. That really hurt the knee of Dr. Venus. The Violator with an unorthodox maneuver. Dr. Venus throws the Violator into the announce table, our foreign announce table. Dr. Venus decides to slip back into the ring, slips back outside the ring, want to continue her assault on the Violator, and executes a DDT on the ankle. That is hard concrete out there on the floor. We're not in the state that has an athletic commission, so we don't have to have no pretty mats on the outside of the ring. And the Dr. Venus is looking to operate on the legs of the Violator as this capacity crowd in Long Beach Arena looks on with anticipation of who's gonna win this Battle Maiden World Television Championship. And I think that the Violator might have got a little juice on the Doc. She might have gotten a bead of blood on the good doctor as she dives with her elbow off the second rope. We've seen that win a fight here tonight. That could be the end of this one right here. No, not even a one count. The doctor is still in and still full of steam. As she crawls back up to her vertical base, the Violator knocks her back down. And the doctor gets back up and, oh my God, it's anesthesia! The doctor pulls out anesthesia and she's got the... Wait a minute. Miss York has the title. She has the Battle Maiden World Television Championship, and the doctor has got her eyes locked in. She's making a beeline, going after her title. Wait, it's the Violator with a hard right hand straight into the face of Dr. Venus, and it looks like Ms. York has made a clean break out of here through the fans. And a vicious clothesline against humanity, followed by another, and another. And a nice single leg drop kick by the Violator. That must have been the deal that Miss York made with Mrs. Satan. Mrs. Satan said that she couldn't be at the ringside. However, there's no discrepancy against Miss York. And there's a 3 count. No, that was almost a 3 count. 2 3/4. Miss York certainly came out here and could have influenced the outcome of the match here with that timely distraction. The referee was able to clothesline against humanity right across the face of the doctor. That could be the end of the fight right there. No! There's a 3 count. There's a 2 count. The doctor is struggling to get up to a vertical base now after getting rocked with that clothesline against humanity. And there's a shining wizard. But what a cartwheel into a body splash that was countered by Dr. Venus. Doctor get the knees up. And she manages to shrug off the violator. And there's some unnecessary surgery being performed on the violator by the doctor. Unnecessary surgery this could be a tap out. No! Wow! Look at the violator managed to find a way out of that move. And fires back with a hard lethal combination of right hands. There's a body splash over that top rope on the Dr. Venus. Wisely going for a cover. The doctor manages to get a foot on the rope. The referee calls for the rope break. The violator not resting, not relenting, going for a bow and arrow backbreaker, trying to rack the spine, trying to crush the spine of Dr. Venus. The doctor counters with a hip toss. Firing up the crowd. I honestly wouldn't worry about this crowd. I'd honestly worry about trying to keep my opponent's shoulders on the mat or make her submit with my submission maneuver. Dr. Venus trying to wear down the hands of the violator. And look, once again going for a submission hold, using those thighs, those strong thighs, and the violator using her own strength to powerbomb her way out of that submission hold. Dr. Venus is looking to try to reclaim, try to secure her Battle Maiden World Television Championship. Irish whip, duck down. The violator sidestepped the drop kick. The violator now throws Dr. Venus on the outside of the apron. And they're both on the outside. The doctor is stunned. Oh, hard right hand. The doctor goes out on the outside. Dr. V is stunned, shaking out the cobwebs, trying to get back into the ring, slips back in, and there's some anesthesia going down the throat of the violator. Those chemicals, those fumes being breathed in, and the violator shrugs it off. Look at those exchange of punches. The violator with a German suplex. And there's a clothesline against all humanity. The doctor is out. That's a 1, a 2. Oh my God! I don't believe it. The doctor has lost to the violator with no Mrs. Satan in sight. The violator managed to secure the win. A German suplex into the clothesline against all humanity. Take another look at this maneuver. The violator pulled that clothesline against all humanity out of nowhere and tried to knock the head off of Dr. Venus' shoulders. Let's take a look at the highlights of this very competitive Battle Maiden World Television Championship match. That was one of the clotheslines against all humanity that Dr. Venus took. She took several throughout the course of this match. The violator certainly was not going to come out of this match without that Battle Maiden World Television Championship, with or without her leader, her master, Mrs. Satan. I can't believe that Miss Satan enlisted the help of Miss York to help the violator beat Dr. Venus. And boy, it's really getting cold in here. I don't know about y'all, but I feel a demonic presence all about me here. I don't know what it is. It feels really cold in here. Somebody's cut on the heat.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my violator won the Battle Maiden World Television Championship, and that is just the beginning of the conquest of the Brides of Satan.
Well, it sounds like the violator's victory for the Battle Maiden Wrestling Television Championship is ushering in the revival of Mrs. Satan's old gang, the Brides of Satan. Battle Maiden Wrestling could be in for some truly dark times indeed. Now, before going to the local hospital to treat her eye injury, the mechanic, Mickey Starr, went to management and delivered the Matsumoto ring. Then she requested that at Battle Maiden Wrestling Scar Wars, it will be a lethal ladder match for the possession of the now infamous ring. So be on the lookout for that major event. And wait a minute, It looks like Injustice is coming out to get the last word in for the evening. Oh. I dread to hear what she's gonna have to say. Cut my goddamn music. In case you didn't know, you're looking at the most beautiful, hard-working, all-American woman in all of the wrestling business. No, the fucking world. And she was denied a rematch against that no-good, obese, Mexican monkey, Viridiana. Just what the hell is this country coming to, I tell you. But it ain't going down like that. Viridiana, you better come out here right now and face me, or else I'm gonna come back there and I'm gonna throw your fat ass across the border myself. You got to the count of 10. And I hope you know how to count in English, or else I'm gonna come back there. 1, 2, 3. That's right, you better bring your fat ass out here. And it looks like the Flying Angel is coming down the ramp with her response. And Justice better be ready to back up all that fecal matter that evacuated from her jaws. No need to be salty, Ann. How dare you come out here? I never denied you a rematch. But would you really want to? Shut up, Mexican garbage. I said I was going to destroy the next American asshole who dared call any of my people garbage. All you liberal scumbags on the West Coast can all suck a dildo. Shut up! Oh my God, there is literally a mom and daughter booing me in the front row. Looks like the mom taught her daughter how to ride good dick. You shut your mouth, Holmes. Don't be mad dissing my fans like that. Oh, please. I think you, along with all these Long Beach wrestling fans, need to be deported away from good, law-abiding Americans. But why are you so afraid to give me a rematch after I regretfully gave you one? I said I'd give you a rematch, only after you shake my hand, to which you replied, hell no. Remember? Oh, so that's it? You just want me to shake your hand. You'll rematch me at Battle Maiden Wrestling Scar Wars? See, shake my hand right now, and you'll get the rematch at Battle Maiden Wrestling's first pay-per-view. What do you say? Well, when you put it like that... Hey! It's a trick! Oh my God! And it's just grabbed Viridiana, and there's a struggle on the ramp right now against the champion! What the hell? Good God Almighty! Viridiana's dead! She tried to kill her! And Justice tried to kill her! Oh my God! Injustice just suplexed Viridiana, the Flying Angel, off the top of the apron. There is no padding. There is no crash pads down there. That is pure steel. And Viridiana might be suffering a back injury right now. Let's take another look at this. I hate to have to show you this again, but we have to look at this. This is total brutality on the part of Injustice. I cannot believe that she would resort to such a dishonest tactic. All Viridiana wanted was for her to shake her hand. There's nothing none of our officials, none of our people can do here. There you go, you little Mexican piece of trash. I shook your hand, your spine, your brain, your whole fat ass. See you this weekend at Scar Wars, if you can still walk. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to have to cut it short, but we are all out of time. We will see you next week at our first pay-per-view. We will see you at Battle Maiden Scar Wars.